my dear fellow. What? My neighbor, Ivan Vasilovich. All right. Oh, what a surprise, my dear neighbor. How are you doing?
Thank you, and how may you be getting on?
Oh, you know, we get along somehow. Oh, but you shouldn't forget all about your neighbors, Lomov. You happen to... What are you dressed up in this evening get-up for? The evening hat, gloves, and so on. You going anywhere, my comrade?
No, I've only come to see you, honored Stepan Stepanovich.
Oh, well, then why are you dressed up, Like a groom. A groom on his wedding day.
Oh, well, you see, honored Stepan Stepanovich, the fact is, I've come to ask you for a favor. Not once or twice have I already had the privilege of applying to you for help, and you have always, so to speak. I must ask your pardon, I'm getting anxious. I shall drink some water, honored Stepanovich.
He's come to borrow money? Won't give him any. Ah, my dearest neighbor and closest confidant. Whatever could be the trouble?
You see, Stepan Honorich,
Stepan.
I beg pardon, honored Stepanich, I'm awfully nervous, as you will please notice. In short, you alone can help me. Though I don't deserve it, of course, and haven't any right to count on your assistance.
Well, don't go round and round it, neighbor. Spit it out. Oh.
One moment. This very minute. The fact is...
Come on.
I've come to ask the hand of your daughter, Natalia Stepanovna, in marriage.
What? By Jove. Stepan is me. Ivan, could you say that again? I did not hear it all. I'm quite confused.
I have the honor to ask the hand of your daughter, Natalia...
Yes! Yes, I accept on behalf of my daughter. Yes, yes. Oh, my neighbor. Oh, I have forever hoped that you would marry my daughter. Oh, Ivan, I am so very happy. Oh, may God give you his blessing and all that and so on and so forth. And what am I doing acting in this idiotic manner for? I'm off my balance with joy. Absolutely off my balance. Oh, Ivan, you wait right there. I'll go get Natasha and all that. It won't be long.
Honored Stepan Stepanovich, do you think I may count on her to accept?
Count on her to accept. My dearest friend, as if she won't accept. She's in love. She's like a lovesick puppy. Won't be long. Natasha.
It's cold. And I'm trembling all over, just as if I've got an examination before me. The great thing is, I must have my mind made up. If I give myself time to think, to hesitate, to talk a lot, to look for an ideal or for real love, then I'll never get married. It's cold. Natalia Stepanovna is an excellent housekeeper. Not bad looking, well educated. What more do I want? But I'm getting a noise in my ears from the excitement, and it's impossible for me not to marry. In the first place, I'm already 25, a critical age, so to speak. In the second place, I ought to lead a quiet and regular life. I suffer from palpitations. I'm excitable and always getting awfully upset. At this very moment, my lips are trembling, and there's a twitch in my right eyebrow, but the very worst of all is the way I sleep. I no sooner get into bed and begin to go off when suddenly something in my left side gives a pull. And I can feel it in my shoulder and head, and I jump up like a lunatic and walk about a bit and lie down again. But as soon as I begin to go off, there's another pull, and this may happen 20 times over and over.
Papa said, go, there's a merchant, come for his goods. How do you do, Ivan Vasilevich?
How do you, honored Natalia Stepanovna?
You must excuse my apron. We were shelling peas for drying. Yes. Why, haven't you been here for a long time? Do sit down.
Good pardon, 1 second.
Why don't we have some lunch?
Oh, no, thank you. I've had some already.
The weather is splendid today. Although the last couple days it rained so much, all the workers hardly did anything. How much hay have you stacked? Huh. Just think, I was so greedy. I had a whole field cut. Oh, and now I'm not at all pleased about it because I'm afraid my hay might rot. Oh, I ought to have waited a bit. But what is this? Why are you in evening dress? Oh, are you going to a ball? No, I must say, you do look better. Tell me, why are you got up like that, huh?
Well, you see, honored Natalia Stepanovna, the fact is, I've made up my mind to ask you to hear me out. Of course, you'll be surprised and perhaps even angry, but it's awfully cold.
What's the matter? Well?
I shall try to be brief. You must know, honored Natalia Stepanovna, that I have long, since my childhood, in fact, had the privilege of knowing your family. My late aunt and her husband, from whom, as you know, I inherited my land, always had the greatest respect for your father and your late mother. The Lomovs and the Kubichovs have always had the friendliest and, I might almost say, the most affectionate regard for each other. And as you know, my land is a near neighbor of yours.
Yes.
You will remember that my oxen meadows touch your birchwood.
Excuse me, but you say my oxen meadows? But are they yours? Huh?
Yes, mine.
What are you talking about? Oxen meadows are ours, not yours.
No, mine, honored Natalia Stepanovna.
Well, this is the first I hear of it. How do you make that out, huh?
How? I'm speaking of those oxen meadows, which are wedged in between your birchwoods and the burnt marsh.
Yes, they're ours.
No, you're mistaken, honored Natalia Stepanovna. They're mine.
Just think, Ivan Vasilevich, how long have they been yours?
How long? Well, as long as I can remember.
Oh, you won't get me to believe that.
But you can see from the deeds, honored Natalia Stepanovna, that...
Deeds?
Oxen meadows? It's true. Were once the subject of dispute, but now everybody knows that they're mine. There's nothing to argue about. You see, my aunt's grandmother gave the free use of these meadows in perpetuity to the peasants of your father's grandfather, in return for which they were to make bricks for her. The peasants belonging to your father's grandfather used the land for 40 years. And had gotten as accustomed to it as if it was their own when it happened.
Both my grandfather and great-grandfather reckoned that the meadows extended to burnt marsh, which means oxen meadows are ours. I don't see what there is to argue about. Oh, it's simply silly, huh?
I'll show you the documents, Natalia Stepanovna.
Oh, no, you're simply joking. Or making fun of me. What a surprise! We've had the land nearly 300 years, and then we're suddenly told that the fields are not ours. Oh, Ivan Vasilevich. Oh, I can hardly believe my ears. These lands aren't worth much to me. They come up to 13.5 acres and are worth 300 rubles? Oh, but I can't stand unfairness. Say what you will, but I can't stand unfairness.
Hear me out. I implore you. The peasants of your father's grandfather, as I have already had the honor of explaining to you, used to make bricks for my aunt's grandmother.
I can't make head or tails of all these aunts and grandfathers and grandmothers. The meadows are ours, and that's all.
Mine.
Ours. You can go proving it for 2 days on end. You can go and put on 15 dress jackets. But I tell you, they are ours. 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 I don't want anything of yours, and I certainly don't want to give up anything of mine. So there!
Natalia Stepanovna, I do not want the meadows, but I am acting on principle. If you like, I'll make you a present of them.
I can make you a present of them because they're mine. Your behavior, Ivan Vasilevich, is strange, to say the least. Why, up till now, we always saw you as a friend, a good neighbor. Last year, we lent you our threshing machine on the account we had to wait to thresh till November. But you behaved to us as if we were the vagabonds, giving me my own land. Oh, indeed. That's not at all neighborly. In fact, it's even impudent, if you must know.
Then you make out that I'm a land grabber? Madam, never in my life have I stolen anybody else's land.
Of course.
And I will not be accused of having done so. Oxen meadows are mine.
It's not true. They're ours.
They're mine!
It's not true. I'll prove it to you. I'll send my mowers out to the meadows this very day.
Oh, what?
I'll send my mowers out to the meadows this very day.
Oh, I'll give it to them in the neck.
You dare!
Oxen meadows are mine. You understand? Mine!
Do not shout. You can shout yourself hoarse in your own house. But here, I must ask you to restrain yourself.
If it wasn't, madam, for this awful, excruciating palpitation, if my whole inside wasn't upset, I'd talk to you in a different way. Oxen meadows are mine!
Ours?
Mine!
Ours!
Mine!
Ours!
What are you yelling at? Why are we throwing flowers? What is the matter?
Papa, please tell this gentleman who owns Oxen Meadows. We or he?
Darling, the meadows are ours.
But please, Stepan Stepanovich, please. The peasants of your father's grandfather, you gave the meadows for the temporary and free use of your father's peasants. The peasants used the land for 40 years and had gotten as accustomed to it as if it was...
Excuse me, my dear fellow. You forget just this. The peasants didn't pay your grandmother and all that because the meadows were in dispute. And now, everybody knows that the meadows happen to be ours. It just means you haven't seen the plans yet.
I'll prove to you that they're mine.
Oh, no, my dear companion. You will not prove anything.
I shall.
My dear neighbor, why must you yell? Nobody solved anything by yelling! And in any case, I do not intend to take anything of yours, and I have no intention of giving you anything of mine. Why should I? And in the other matter, if you want to go on arguing about it, then I'd sooner give the meadows to the peasants than to you. So there.
I don't understand. How have you the right to give away somebody else's property?
My dear fellow, you may take it that I know I have the right, whether I have the right or not, because I am twice your age. And I am not used to being spoken to in that kind of voice. So if you're going to talk to me, I suggest you do so in a way that does not aggravate yourself.
Oh, no. You just think I'm a fool. You call my land yours, and then you want me to talk to you all calmly and politely? Good neighbors don't behave like that, Stepan Stepanich. You're not a neighbor. You're my enemy.
What? What was that?
Papa, send
what
the
did you
mowers
say?
out to the meadows at once.
What did you say, sir?
Oxen meadows are ours, and I won't give them up. I won't give them up. I won't give them up.
We'll see. I'll have the matter taken to court. And then I'll show you.
To court? You can take the matter to court and all that. I know you. You are just looking for some kind of reason to go to court, aren't you? You swindler. You don't run away. Get back here.
Oh.
You Lomovs have had lunacy in your family. All of you.
Never mind about my people. The Lamovs have all been honorable people. And not one has ever been tried for embezzlement like your grandfather.
No. All of you Lomovs have been crazy about everything.
All.
Your grandfather was a good-for-nothing freeloader. And your great-aunt, Natasha Milanovna, was a slandering gossip.
And your mother was humpbacked. My head. Help.
Well, your father was a two-timing traitor.
And there haven't been as many backbiters to equal your aunt.
I'm asleep. You're a sham. Oh, my heart. And it's an open secret that before the last elections you bribed.
Nothing.
Where's my hat? Where's my hat?
It's low. It's dishonest. It's mean.
Yes, you're a two-faced, double-timing charlatan. Yes. Oh, hat.
Oh, here's my hat. Oh, my heart. Which way?
All right,
the door?
that's enough of you. Come up. Up we go. Up we go. Out the door. Out the door. You're going to leave now. Goodbye.
Oh, I think I'm dying.
Oh.
My foot's quite numb.
Don't you ever step foot in my house again.
Take it to court. We'll see. Oh, that rascal. What trust can one have in one's neighbors after that?
The villain, the scarecrow.
The monster. First, he takes our land, and then has the impudence to offend us.
The muddled-puddled man. And to think, he had the confounded cheek to make a proposal. What? A proposal.
Proposal?
Yeah.
What proposal?
Oh, he came here to propose to you.
To propose? To me? Why didn't you tell me that before?
Tell me, my great...
To propose.
The frumpy fiend. The stuffed sausage.
To propose to me.
What? What? Oh.
Bring him back. Bring him back here.
What?
Fetch
Bring
him.
whom here?
Fetch him. I'm ill. Fetch him. Okay.
Ill. You're not ill. You just were... Oh, what? Oh, I'm such an unhappy man. I'll fire myself.
I'm dying. Fetch him.
At once. Don't yell.
To propose. He was here to propose to me. That's what the flowers were for. To propose. Wait. Oh, yes. Oh, this would be perfect. Oh, the wedding dress. Oh, yes. I do. Oh, yes, I do. Oh, wait. Oh, yes. Oh, it'd be perfect. Flowers. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da,
He's...
da.
Oh, my. He's coming.
Fetch him!
I tell you, he is coming. Oh, what a disappointment to be the father of a grown daughter. Don't you see? I am ruined. We berated him. We made fun of him. We insulted him. You. It was all you.
It was you!
No, it was not. I did nothing of the sort. You made fun of him, and you must go talk to him. He's on his way, so you talk to him.
Oh, he's coming.
Oh, my heart's palpitating awfully. My foot's gone to sleep. Something keeps pulling in my side.
Forgive us, Ivan Vasilevich. Oh, we were all a little heated.
I remember now. Oxen Meadows, they really are
Oh, my
yours.
heart's beating awfully. Oh, wait. My meadows. My eyebrows are both twitching.
Oh, yes, your meadows. Oh, yes, do sit down. We were wrong.
I did it on principle. My land is worth little to me, but the principle states...
Yes, the principle. Now, let's talk about something else.
The more so, as I have evidence. My aunt's grandmother gave the meadows to your father's grandfather's peasants.
Yes, let that pass. I wish I knew how to get him started.
Are you going hunting soon?
Why, yes, Natalia Stepanovna. I plan on having a go at pheasants after the harvest. Oh, have you heard? Just think what a misfortune I've had. My dog Gesser, whom you know, has gone lame.
What a pity. Why?
I don't know. Must have got twisted or bitten by some other dog. My very best dog, to say nothing of the expense. I gave 125 rubles for him.
It was too much, Ivan Vasilevich.
I think it was very cheap. He's a first-rate dog.
Papa gave 85 rubles for Messer. And Messer is heaps better than Gesser.
Messer better than Gesser. Oh, Messer better than Gesser. What an idea.
Of course, he's better. He's young, he may develop a bit, but on points and pedigree, he's better than anything.
Excuse me, Natalia Stepanovna, but you forget that he has an overbite, and that always means the dog is a bad hunter.
Has an overbite, has he? Oh, well, this is the first I hear of it.
Oh, I assure you, just look. His lower jaw is shorter than the upper.
Have you measured?
Yes. He's all right at following a course, but if you want him to get a hold of anything...
In the first place, Messer is a thoroughbred animal, the son of harness and chisels. Oh, well, there's no getting about any pedigree at all for your dog. Oh, he's as old and as ugly as a worn-out cab horse, huh?
He is old, but I wouldn't take 5 Messers for him. Why, how can you? Gesser is a purebred, and as for Messer, well, it's too funny to argue. Everybody has a dog as good as Messer. You may find them under every bush. 25 rubles would be a handsome price to pay for him. No?
There is a spirit of contradiction in you today, Ivan Vasilevich. First, you pretend that Oxen Meadows are yours. And now you claim that your Gesser is better than Messer. I don't like people who don't say what they mean, because everyone knows that our Messer is 100 times better than your silly Gesser. Why do you say it isn't?
I see, Natalia Stepanovna, that you consider me either blind or a fool. You must realize that Messer has an overbite.
It's not true.
He does.
It's not true!
Why shout, madam?
Why talk rot? Oh, it's awful. It's time your guesser was shot. And you compare him to Messer.
Excuse me. I cannot continue this discussion. My heart is palpitating.
I notice hunters who argue most know least.
Madam, please be silent. My heart is going to pieces. Shut up.
I won't shut up until you acknowledge that our Messer is 100 times better than your guesser.
Oh, 100 times worse. His head, his eyes, shoulder.
There's no need to hang your silly guesser. Oh, he's half dead already.
Shut up! My heart's bursting.
I won't shut up!
Oh, what is the matter now?
Oh, Papa. Oh, please tell us who is the better dog, our Messer or his guesser?
Stepan Stepanich, I implore you to tell me just one thing. Does your Messer have an overbite? Yes or no?
And what if he does? What? He is still the best dog in the district, and all that, and so on and so forth.
But isn't my guesser better, really now?
My dear friend, please do not excite yourself. Allow me. Now, your guesser certainly has his good points. He's purebred, he's well-sprung ribs, he's firm on his feet, etc. But, well, the dog has two major defects. He's old and he's short in the muzzle.
Excuse me. My heart. Let's take the facts. You will remember that on the Marasinski hunt, my guesser ran neck and neck with the Count's dog, while your Messer was left a whole league behind.
Now, that is because the Count's lackey cut him off.
And with good reason. The dogs are running after a fox when Messer goes and starts chasing a sheep.
No, that is not true. I tell you it is not true. I am very liable to lose my temper, my friend. So let's not argue. Let's just talk. Now, you started all of this because you claim that your guesser is better than everybody else's dogs, and you got jealous. We are all like that. Everybody gets jealous of everybody else's dogs. Yes, sir, you are no exception. You no sooner say that your guesser is better than someone else's dog than you begin with this and that and the other, blah, 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 and all that. But I remember everything.
I remember too.
I remember too. What do you remember?
My foot's going to sleep. I can't.
What sort of hunter are you? You should go lie on the kitchen floor chasing black beetles. Not go chasing after foxes.
Really, what sort of a hunter are you anyway? You should not go hunting because of all of your heart palpitations. You could go hunting, but then you would just go to interfere with other people's dogs. So how about we change the subject in case I lose my temper? You're not a very good hunter anyway.
Oh, and are you a hunter? You only go hunting to get in with the Count and to gossip.
Nah.
You're an imposter.
What? I? An imposter? Shut up!
Imposter.
Boy, pup.
Old rat. Everybody knows that my heart. Your late wife used to nag you. My feet. Temples. Sparks. Eyeball.
You're under the slipper of your housekeeper.
Oh, there. My foot's going to sleep. My shoulder came off. Where's my shoulder? I die.
Oh.
A doctor.
Oh, he's dying. He needs a doctor.
Oh, I'm sick. My heart, my foot, it's asleep. Oh, I'm dying.
What sort of hunter are you anyway? Oh, you can't even sit on a horse.
I'm sick. I need air.
Papa? Papa, what's the matter with him? Papa, look.
He's sick. He's dying. He needs a doctor.
Ivan Vasilevich? Ivan Vasilevich?
He's dead. Ivan Vasilevich! Ivan Vasilevich! What have you done to me?
Me?
Ivan Vasilevich!
What? Oh no! What is the problem?
A doctor!
Somebody help!
Call a doctor, quick!
Call a doctor! Call a doctor for who?
He's dead!
No, he's not dead. Who even is dead? He's dead. Oi. Oh. He's dead, huh? Help! Help! He's dead! Can we get a doctor? Maybe some water? He's dead! Oh, here's some water. He's dead, I forgot. He can't drink it. Oi, I am a most unhappy man. Oh, I should put myself out of my misery. He seems to be coming to, huh?
I can see stars. A mist? Where am I?
You should go to the chapel. She is willing. I give you my blessing. You go get married and leave me alone. Huh? Come on, go to the chapel.
Married? To whom?
Oh, she is willing and all that. I give my blessing. Kiss her.
What? Kiss? What?
Kiss each other.
Kiss whom? Excuse me, what is this all about? Oh, I understand now. My heart, the stars, I'm happy.
Yes, you're happy.
Natalia Ivanovna.
Yes.
My foot's gone to sleep.
Oh, I'm happy too.
Oh, what a weight off my shoulders.
Oh, but now, you must admit that your guesser is worse than our messer, huh?
Better.
Worse.
What a way to start your family bliss.
He's better.
He's worse. He's worse. He's worse! Oh.
Well, to the chapel, huh? Da, 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 da.
Divinely beautiful.
Is it not? Here, the immortal lovers. It was the lark, the herald of the morn. No nightingale. Look, love, what envious streaks do lace the severing clouds in yonder east. Night's candles are burnt out, and jocund day stands tiptoe on the misty mountain tops. I must be gone.
Oh, shh.
No one. And, mademoiselle, you must not take fright like a startled bird. Hear the immortal lovers.
Oh,
Juliet. Yon light is not the daylight. I know it. It is some meteor that the sun exhales. To be to thee this night a torchbearer, and light thee on thy way to Mantua. Therefore, stay yet. Thou needst not to be gone. Romeo, let me be ta'en. Let me be put to death. I am content, so thou will have it so. I'll say, yon gray is not the morning's eye, 'tis but the pale reflex of Cynthia's brow. Nor that is not the lark, whose notes do beat the vaulty heavens, so high above our heads. I have more care to stay than will to go. Come, death, and welcome.
oh no! He must not say such things, or I shall cry.
Then let us stop and read no further until tomorrow. We shall let Romeo live. This charming spot seems expressly made. It seems to me to cradle the divine words of William Shakespeare.
Oh, the verses are divine, and the soft air here a divine accompaniment. And see these green shades? Oh, but Monsieur Personnet, what makes them divine to me is the way that you read.
Flatterer!
Poor lovers. Their fate was cruel. I think...
What?
Oh, nothing.
Something that made you blush red as a rose.
Nothing, I say.
Ah, that's too transparent. I see it all. You are thinking of our fathers,
Perhaps.
of their terrible hatred for each other.
The thought often pains me and makes me cry when I'm alone. Last month, when I came home from the finishing school, my father pointed out your father's park, and he said to me, "My dear daughter, you behold there the domain of my mortal enemy, Bergman. Never cross the path of those two rascals, Bergman and his son Personet. Mark my words and obey me to the letter, or I shall cast you off as an enemy. Their family has always been at bitter enmity with our own. And I promised. But you see how I keep my word.
Did I not promise my father to do the same, Sylvette? Yet I love you.
Oh, heavens!
I love you, my dearest.
It's scandalous.
Very. But what can we do? The greater the obstacle to be overcome, the sweeter the reward. Sylvette, kiss me.
Never.
But you love me.
What?
My dear, I too sometimes think of us and compare you and me with those other lovers of Verona.
But I didn't compare.
You and I are Juliet and Romeo. I love you to despair, and I shall brave the wrath of Pasquino Capulet and Bergamin Montague.
Then we are in love. Oh, but Monsieur Personet, how has it happened so soon?
My dear, love is born we know not because it must be born. I often saw you pass my window,
I saw you too.
and our eyes spoke in silence.
One day, I was gathering flowers in the garden by the wall.
One day, I happened to be reading Shakespeare. See how everything conspired to unite two hearts.
Ooh, and a little gust of wind blew my scarf in your direction.
And I climbed up the wall to return it.
I climbed too.
And since that day, my dear, I have waited at this same hour, here by this wall. And each time, my heart beat louder and faster until I knew by your soft laugh that you were near.
Well, now, since we're in love, we must be married.
I was just thinking about that.
I, last of the Pasquinos, do solemnly pledge myself to you, last of the Bergamins.
What noble recklessness!
Our love shall be sung in the future ages.
2 tender children of 2 hard-hearted fathers.
But who knows whether or not the hour is at hand when our father's hatred may end.
I doubt it.
I've heard of stranger things. I can think of half a dozen.
What, for instance?
Imagine that someday the reigning prince comes riding past. I run to him and tell him of our love and our father's hatred. The prince asked to see my father and Bergamin, and they are reconciled.
And your father gives me your hand.
Yes! Or else, you languish! The doctor declares that you cannot live!
And asks, what ails you?
And you answer, I must have so that.
And his pride is then forced to bend.
Yes. Or else, an aged duke, having seen my portrait, sends a squire to sue for my hand and offers to make me a duchess.
And you say, no!
He is offended. And some dark night, when I am in the garden, meditating, he springs forth out of the darkness. I scream!
And I waste not a second in springing over the wall, dagger in hand. I fight like a tiger.
You lay low 3 or 4 men. My father rushes in and takes me into his arms. You tell him who you are, and his heart softens. He gives me to my rescuer. Your father consents, for he is proud of your bravery.
And then, my dear, we live together for years, happy and content. Someone's coming. This evening, at 8 then, as usual. You will meet me here again.
No.
Yes.
Oh, your father!
Aha! I find you here again, dreaming in this corner of the park.
Father, I love this old corner. I adore this bench over which the vines of the wall have so gracefully draped themselves. See what graceful arabesques these festoons make? The air is pure here.
By the side of this wall?
I love her. I love it.
I see nothing lovable about it.
But it is charming. All covered with ivy. See here what leaves. This 100-year-old wall with its constellation of leaves looking through the crannies and kissed by the summer sun to make this bench a throne fit for kings.
Nonsense, you harebrained youth. Do you mean to tell me that this wall has eyes?
Ah, what eyes! Of soft azure, yet dazzlingly blue. Let but a tear come to dim your brightness, or a single kiss.
But the wall hasn't eyes.
See this vine, though?
Oh, how clever.
How stupid. Oh, but now I know what has turned your silly head. You have come here to read plays and verse, poetry. That's what has turned your head. Now I see why you talk about eyes and leaves.
No!
I tell you, to be useful, a wall doesn't have to be beautiful. I'm going to have all this green stuff taken away and the bricks relaid. And the holes stopped up. I want a solid wall and a high one at that to keep the neighbors from looking into our park. I want no vines or leaves. Along the top of this wall, I'm going to sprinkle broken glass.
No!
Yes, I insist on it. Glass all along the top of this wall. Oh. Oh. And now then, my boy, I have something to say to you. If the wall hasn't eyes, it may possibly have ears. Go see whether some curious listener be nearby.
Till tonight.
I'll come as the clock is striking. I adore you.
Well?
No one.
Well then, my boy, I should like to see you married. What's that?
Nothing.
I thought I just heard a cry.
Some wounded bird, perhaps.
I have given the matter my undivided attention, and I have chosen a wife for you. Yes, it's great. I tell you, I am in earnest, and I intend to force you if necessary. Will you stop that confounded whistling? The young woman is rich. She is a gem.
I want none of your gems.
Oh, I'll show you, you young insolent.
Spring has filled the bushes with the sound of birds. The brooklets accompany the love notes of wild birds.
Rascal!
The whole world laughs and sings farewell to April. The butterflies, they wing their way across the meadow to speak love to the adored flowers. Love.
Villain!
Love opens wide the heart of all nature. Yet you ask me to consent to a marriage of reason.
Of course I do.
No, 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 Father. I swear by this wall, which hears me, I hope, that my marriage shall be more romantic than any dreamed of in the most poetic of the world's love stories.
How now? Come back here.
I can really understand now why Papa hates that odious man.
Well, Mademoiselle, what are you doing here?
Nothing. Walking. Enjoying the air?
Alone? But you silly girl, are you not afraid?
Not in the least.
Near this wall, I forbade you to come near it. You see that park over there? That belongs to my mortal enemy.
I know, Father dear.
Why, here you are, exposed to any insult, If those rascals knew that my daughter were walking alone in this park, makes me shiver to think of. I'm going to have this wall repaired and adorn huge iron spikes on top of it.
No!
Yes. Now go into the house, quick.
Come here, messenger. Take this note at once to Monsieur Straffarel.
One of your best throws yet, sir.
Bergamin.
Pescino.
How are you?
Oh, pretty well.
And how's your gout?
Oh, it's better. And how is your cold?
Still troubles me, that pesky miser.
Well, the marriage is arranged!
What?
I heard everything! I was hidden in the bushes! They adore each other!
Finally!
We must bring matters to a head. Now we can do as we had planned.
Yes, and tear down the wall.
And live peacefully.
Joining our properties.
By marrying our children. But I wonder whether they would be so anxious if they knew we wished it. A marriage arranged beforehand is not so tempting to two young children so romantic as ours. Oh, that is why we kept our wishes a secret. I felt sure after they had been separated, Sylvette in her training, Personae at school, that they would thrive on their secret love. That is how I came to invent this hatred of ours. And you even doubted its success. Now all we have to do is say yes.
But how can it be done? Remember, I've called you a scoundrel, fool, idiot.
Idiot? Scoundrel was sufficient.
Now, what pretext? Have you a
Your
plan?
daughter has given me this inspiration herself. They are to meet here at 8. Person A comes first. At the moment Sylvette appears, mysterious men in black will emerge from the shadows and start to carry her off. An abduction. She will scream. Then our young hero gives chase, draws his sword. The ravishers only pretend to flee. Then I arrive on the scene. Then your daughter is safe and sound. You bless the couple and drop a few appropriate tears. My heart is softened. Oh, tableau. Oh.
A stroke of genius.
Yes, I really think it is. Oh, look. See that man coming? It is Straffarel, the actor whom I wrote to a few minutes ago. He is to perform the abduction. Allow me to introduce you to my friend, Peschino.
My dear.
No! There, on the wall.
Monsieur.
Now, does my plan meet with your approval?
It does. It is most simple.
You must act quickly, you understand?
And say nothing.
A make-believe abduction and stage fight with swords.
I understand perfectly.
You must have skillful swordsmen. I can't have my boy hurt. He is my only child.
I will see to that myself, monsieur.
Good. In that case, I shall fear nothing.
Ask him the price.
Maestro, for an abduction, what do you charge?
That depends, monsieur, on the kind you wish. We have them at all prices. For an affair of this kind, however, nothing should be spared. If I were in your place, I would have a first-class abduction.
Then you have many classes?
Indeed I have! Let's see. I have the ordinary abduction in a cab with 2 men dressed in black. That's rarely used. The daylight abduction, the midnight abduction, the pompous abduction in a court carriage with powdered servants, wigs are extra, with courtiers, musketeers, anything you like. The abduction in a post-chaise with 2, no, 3, no, 4, 5 horses.
Monsieur, what is the price?
A discreet and quiet abduction in a small carriage. That one's rather melancholy.
Cost?
The rollicking abduction, in which the victim is carried away in a sack.
No sacks.
The romantic abduction in a boat. Ooh la la. But a lake is necessary. The Venetian abduction. In a gondola. Oh, but you have no lagoon. Besides these, the moonlight abduction, or an abduction on a dark and starless night.
Price, monsieur?
Shh. Those moonlight abductions are quite the style, and they are a little dear. Besides these,
I have.
The brutal abduction.
Oh! The polite abduction.
Oh.
The classical one with masks. The gallant one to the accompaniment of music. But the latest, most stylish of all, the abduction by torchlight. With cries and screams and clash and shock of arms. One moment. What do you think?
What do you?
I think that we should do everything in the best possible way, with no expense spared. Let us give our young romancers something they'll soon not forget. Monsieur, let's have it with masks, dark mantles, music, torches, and a clash of arms. A first class, then, with all extras? That's it, yes. I shall return soon. Remember, monsieur, to leave open the gate of your park tonight. Very well, it shall be done. My compliments. One first class with extras.
Be honest, man. He went without telling us the price.
Everything is arranged. Now our families shall live together after demolishing this wall.
And in winter would have but one hearth and home.
Our dearest wishes are about to be realized. Your daughter.
Your son?
We must pretend to fight. Rascal!
Fool!
Papa! Let us be!
He insulted me.
He struck me!
Oh, coward!
Papa!
Thief!
Bandit!
Papa!
Go in now. It's late.
I can't control myself. Just let me have
I
it.
killed him!
Oh, the air is so damp!
Oh, my back. Oh.
Think of your rheumatism! Oh.
The day is dying. Oh. Stand there. And you, there. And you, there. The hour is near. You will see when the clock strikes 8, a figure in white enters on stage right. Then I will whistle. The moon. Splendid! Every effect is perfect tonight. The capes and the mantles, they are excellent. Look a little more dangerous over there. Now, ready. Torch. No! You are not to come until you receive the signal. Instruments, there in the back. Now, a little distinction in life. Vary your poses from time to time. Stand straight, mandolin. Sit down. Guitar? Huh. You. First mask. Why do you look so armless? I want a villainous slouch. Good. Instruments, tune up. Do it better. All right. Tra-la-la.
My father is calmer now. The day is dying, and the intoxicating odor of the elders is wafted to me. The leaves fall gently in the gray of the evening.
Music!
My first evening meeting. I can scarcely stand.
Amoroso!
The evening breeze sounds like the fluttering of her dress. Now, I can't see the flowers, but I can certainly smell them. Ah, this great tree with a star above it. Music. Who? Night has come.
The hour has struck. Oh, he must be waiting. What? Oh, help!
Great
Help!
heavens!
Personae, they're carrying me off!
I come!
No! Oh!
I never stood a chance. How could this have happened? Tremolo! Now, come at me, villain! Yeah! Yeah!
Outside.
I'm mortally wounded. Wait. I'm mortally wounded.
Sylvette!
My hero!
Oh,
Bergamon's son, your rescuer, your hero, I give her to you.
heavens!
Bergamon, your son is a hero. Let us forget our quarrels and make these youth happy.
I hate you. No more.
Sylvette, don't speak loud. I know I am dreaming, but don't wake me.
Our hatred ends in the marriage of our children. Henceforth, let there be no more Pyrenees.
Who would have believed that my father could change so?
I told you everything would turn out happily.
What is this? This paper, your signature? What is it, if you please, tell me.
Monsieur, it's le bill.
Oh.
Such a sacred thing to me. I can't believe it's just a burning memory. Heartaches, heartaches. What does it matter how my heart breaks? I should be happy with someone new, but my